Hi, I'm Chris Coombs, and this is the 90-day A1C challenge brought to you by The Truth in Diabetes. And this is week tip number 6. So I'm going to call it. We're at the halfway point in the 90-day A1C challenge. So today's tip: add lean muscle. Okay, why? You know, I looked up the Joslin Diabetes Center. Well, who's the Joslin Diabetes Center? They're one of the foremost experts on diabetes in Massachusetts. So what does the Joslin Diabetes Center have to say? They talked about adding lean muscle to your body. What will lean muscle do for your body? Well, the more lean muscle you have in your body, the more sugar your body is able to utilize. So think about it. We've been talking about watching your diet, cutting out the sugar there. Then if we're talking about eating the right sugars, carbohydrates, your fruits and vegetables like they talked about last week, the more muscle you have, the more carbohydrates, sugar you're able to burn. Lower sugar, lower blood sugars equals better A1C. So how do you do that? How do you add lean muscle? The answer is strength training. Okay? Strength training, resistance training. If you're reading this blog, you can see a really science version of that, but basically that comes down to two things: weight or resistance training. Now, you got to be careful when you get into this, because you know what? You go online, there's 9 million different exercise programs, and there's 9 million different experts that are going to tell you what to do. All fine and good, okay? But the thing I have and the thing I take exception with when you're buying a program, no one is there to check your form. Okay, that comes into the number 2 thing. You can actually work with an expert, but all trainers are not created equal. I was here at my gym one day and I was watching my neighbor work out with a personal trainer. He's doing his curls like this. Ugh, doing my curls, throwing his arms around. What's his trainer doing? He's sitting there and he's texting on his phone, not coaching him on form. So one thing that I've learned about working with a trainer while you're learning form, someone that will teach you the right way to do an exercise so that 1, you can prevent injury, and 2, you can get the maximum results. So let me show you something. So we're going to talk about resistance training. We're going to talk about curls today. Okay? If I'm throwing my arm around like this, my trainer, mentor, Marcy Locke, will say, you're wasting your time. Why bother? If you're here, you're doing the work, do it right. This is where working with an expert can show you. When you're doing a curl, you want to do that curl slow, in control, and also keeping your muscle in a contraction point. Come up here, you've gone too far. Go down here, you've gone too far. Always keeping that in a contraction point so that you're making sure you're getting the maximum result from your workout. So really, guys, that's the tip. And yes, I'm a lot closer to revealing the prize that's being finalized here in the next couple of weeks. One thing that I'd like to say is thank you for supporting The Truth in Diabetes. I have noticed an improvement in my own blood sugar readings since we've been doing this 90-day A1C challenge. I'm looking forward to what that result is here in another 7 weeks. We'll be done with this challenge. We'll move on to something else crazy that I'll think of. Okay, so that's tip number 6, add lean muscle. There's an article in the blog on tips, ways you can do this kind of for a beginner. If you want to hook up with the team of experts that I have, that I'm associated with, let me know, send me a message, and I'll get you their information. Again, my friends, disease or destiny, it's your choice.